All right, welcome to Tribulation, day 126, and the world continues to spiral downwards into chaos. It was kind of a long weekend, kind of had my own mini tribulation, but got the power back on, got the internet back up. Life actually, seems like it's okay. This morning in San Jose, we got some beautiful weather out there, but just a bunch of chemtrails going across the sky. Not exactly sure why that is. Today, September 27th, is kind of a window, supposedly, where we're supposed to have a planetary alignment. Supposedly, a higher earthquake potential today, but so far no big earthquakes anywhere around the world that I can see. And the whole comet Elenin thing seems like it's kind of fizzling. There's not any 3-day eclipse coming, so I don't know what to say. The 29th, we're still having this solar alignment with the constellation Virgo, so we'll see what happens. So, in my mind, we're still in this window from the 27th, probably through Friday, where, maybe something happens. What? Who knows? The world continues to be this crazy place. Our glorious leader, otherwise known as President Obama, made a swing through the Bay Area yesterday. Both me and my brother ran into basic traffic congestion. I went down to pay the electrical bill yesterday. The PG&E office is right downtown San Jose. They had the whole city quadrant off for Barack Obama, and it was pissing off a mess load of people, because if you were trying to get anywhere yesterday, it was basically impossible. And the one thing that Barack Obama does good is campaign and raise money. And he's been doing fundraisers like it's nobody's business, like every 2 days he's got a fundraiser. And it doesn't matter about the fact that the world's crazy, that the Middle East is boiling over, that there's no jobs, that the world is facing a global economic collapse. You know what? Obama's got all the time in the world to just campaign, and raise money, and raise money. His goal is to raise $1 billion, maybe even $2 billion. He wants to buy his second presidency. And, there's a ton of people out here in California, especially in San Jose, where they love Obama. I'm going to call these people sheeple. Because, I have no idea why they're all excited over Barack Obama, because the disaster of his presidency doesn't seem to register with them. They're still blaming everything on George Bush. So today, I want to recognize the dumbass of the week, of the month, of the year. This guy. Look at that dude. Now, I don't know where these people come from, these sheeple, but he stood up at Barack Obama's town hall and he said, you know what, I'm unemployed by choice, and please tax me more. And you know what, I'm getting tired of these dumbasses like that dude. I don't know where the hell he worked or what kind of money he's got, but why is it's always about taxing everybody? Why doesn't Barack Obama set up a website called Dumbasses Who Want to Give More Money to the Government.com? And then he could tell dumbasses like that guy, it's like, hey brother, you want to give more money, go to this website and you can donate all the money you want to the government. And whether it's Warren Buffett or Matt Damon or any of these other idiots that are out there saying we want to give more money to the government, there is nothing stopping you, man. You can write out a check today to the government. And if Barack Obama, set up a website for you fools, then you could all log on and give whatever amount of money that you feel you need to give to the government. But, you know, we all know what the truth is that these people are a bunch of phony fakers. And you know what? They don't want to give any more money to the government unless everybody has to give more money to the government. And why is it those of us that don't want to give more money to the government, that feel that we're already being taxed enough? Why is it we have to give more money just because these dumbasses feel that they want to give more money? And there's nothing stopping them from giving more money except for the fact that they aren't going to give any more money unless everybody has to give more money. So their precondition for giving more money is everybody's got to be taxed more. It doesn't matter that they've got money, they're pooping money out of their butt, you know, like Warren Buffett, you know, or Bill Gates. But they won't just give more money to the government unless we're all taxed more. So, you know, they're just a bunch of liars, a bunch of phonies, a bunch of fakers. And you know what? They don't seem to be concerned with the fact that our president just lost $500 million on a scam to Solyndra, and that he's, you know, basically tied into all these other companies, whether it's GE or the financial companies on Wall Street like Sherman and Lehman Brothers, where, you know, there's all sorts of payola and you know, backdoor deals being done. They're still happy as pie, getting on TV saying, you know, please tax us more. You know what? Hey, screw you guys. You know, that's all I can say, man. You know, I'm sick of these sheeple, man. Like, wake the hell up, man. Barack Obama is not doing anybody any favorites, you know, and you know, like even the black community, you know, they're all like, oh, I'm going to vote for this guy again. It doesn't matter the fact that, you know, black unemployment is higher than it's ever been, and Barack Obama hasn't done a damn thing for them. It's like, I'll vote for him just because he's black. And, you know, once again, you know, a guy at the town hall stood up and he basically said, Jesus is Lord, Jesus is God, and you are the Antichrist. And, you know, Barack Obama said, yeah, Jesus is God. But you know what? Even Satan could say that, because Satan realizes that Jesus is God. You know, what Barack Obama didn't say was, hey, Jesus is my personal savior. He didn't say that. But, you know, what I noticed is on MSNBC, the Lawrence O'Donnell show, The Last Word, you know, he has gone on TV several times now mocking Christians. He was on there last night because this guy stood up and called Obama the Antichrist. And he was just saying, hey, you know, anybody that believes in the end of the world or the second coming of Jesus, they're just a bunch of idiots. And yet you would never see Lawrence O'Donnell getting on TV and bad-mouthing Muslims or the Islamic faith. But you know what? When it comes to Christians, game on. You know, you can call them racist, you can call them idiots, but you know what? He's not going to call that dumbass that stood up yesterday saying, please tax me more. You'd never hear him calling that guy a dumbass, and that guy is a dumbass. So you know what? We're living in a day where it's just one big deception, you know, propaganda just coming out every day. And you know what? Just sheeple. You know, it's idiocracy. People just can't tell the truth. They ain't got the brain power. You know, they don't have enough. You know, they don't. If brains were dynamite, they don't have enough to blow their nose. So you know, as far as I'm concerned, you know, Barack Obama's probably going to get reelected because you know, that's just where we are as a society, man. You know, that it has nothing to do with whether he's a good president or not. People are just going to vote for him because, you know, he's either black or because, you know, he can read a teleprompter really good. And, you know, if that's why we're electing a president, then I don't want anything to do with any further elections, man. You know, forget about it. So, you know, to me, I see darker days ahead. You know, the Middle East is still a mess. Barack Obama got up in front of the UN and did a bunch of jibber-jabber that meant nothing. And then, of course, President Abbas submitted the paperwork for Palestinian statehood, so that whole thing's going to boil over, man. You know, it's a big mess, and our president is a clueless wonder. And he may be the Antichrist, I don't know. But, you know, it's just a bad situation. And, you know, whether something happens in the next couple of days, who knows? You know, the earth as a whole is still got crazy stuff happening everywhere. You know, floods in India killed a bunch of people. We got volcanoes all around the world getting ready to blow. We got the sun that just had a humongous solar flare, a coronal mass ejection the other day. So the earth is getting pounded by electromagnetic waves like never before. But you won't hear, the news. You won't hear Lawrence O'Donnell talking about any of that because he's too busy, bashing Christians and calling Republican and Tea Party people racist. But, what about all those people that hated George Bush that wanted him out of office? Were all those folks racist? Because, to me, if you were a black or a minority and you were hating on George Bush, that would make you a racist. If being white and not liking Obama makes us a racist. But no, we all know what the truth is. Only white people that disagree with Obama are racist. Dumb and dumber, sheeple. That's what we've turned into. And I don't see it turning around, man. Not at all. The propaganda is continuing. So, can America be competitive with the rest of the world when we're a bunch of dumbass sheeple? I don't think so. And of course, Obama and none of the Republicans, the Republican debates are a big joke at this point. Nobody's talking about any of the real facts, the fact that there's slave labor and, closed societies all around the world that are manipulating their currency and markets. So, it's a big disaster and it's still coming towards us. The tribulation is still coming. And when I was up in Reno, I got to admit, I did a really dumb thing. There was a storm coming in, so we hiked to the top of the hill by my brother's house because I wanted to photograph the storm and the possible lightning. And yeah, there was a mess load of lightning, and there was even a wind gust that, probably got up to like 60, 70 miles an hour. And it was only once we got up there we realized how stupid we were for going up there. And, we kind of hunkered down, but as soon as we had an opportunity, we got the hell off that hill. So, even me, I dare to be stupid, man. I'm capable of being an idiot, too. But, if there's any hope for mankind, we got to be able to step back from the forest and see that the trees are all burning. Otherwise, we're just a bunch of sheeple thinking, oh, there's a barbecue, man. Where's it at? There's nothing wrong, it's just a barbecue. It's not the forest burning to the ground. Got to ask yourself, are you awake? Are you aware? Or are you a sheeple? Are you just, one in a long line of idiots? Nowadays, in order to fit in, you got to be an idiot, Especially if you're talking to one of these Kool-Aid drinkers, you just got to stand there with a grin on your face going, uh-huh, mm-hmm. Because if you dare open your mouth, then you're one of these crazy Tea Party people. God forbid that you mention Jesus, then you're even crazier. Alright, well, I'm going to go back out there, get my tribulation on, see what's heading down the road the next couple of days. I'm going to continue to think positive. I'm going to try and put a little more focus on my confront program on how to be a master of confrontation, because if there's going to be any hope for this planet, we're going to need more masters of confrontation. Alright, rock on, man. Keep the faith. God bless everybody out there.